Welcome back to Victoria's Educational Services, where I break down difficult concepts into easy steps. Today, we are going to use the area model to divide with 3 to 4 digit numbers. Our objective is to explain the connection of the area model of division to the long division algorithm for 3 and 4 digit dividends. By the end of this video, you'll be able to divide using an area model and see the connection between area model division and long division. This lesson covers standard 4.NBT.B.6. Before we begin, here's the answer to my previous video's question. Please comment whether you were able to solve it on your own or if you need more help. I'll post another challenge question at the end of this video. Okay, let's get started. The problem we are solving is 672 divided by 3. In order to understand how the area model relates to long division, I'm going to solve this problem while showing each step for both techniques. While I solve, I want you to think about how these strategies are connected. So 672 divided by 3. This expression can describe a rectangle with an area of 672 square units. We are trying to find out the length of the unknown side. So what is the known side length? Well, we're dividing by 3, so we can say our known side length is 3. So I'm drawing my rectangle, and I know that this side is 3, and I also know that my area is 672 square units. But I need to break down what numbers I'm multiplying to get to that area. So my next step is to think about 3 times how many hundreds will get us as close as possible to an area of 600 square units. Because if we look at 672, we know that we need 6 hundreds. Okay, so we should know that 2 hundreds times 3 would give us 6 hundredths. So I'm writing 2 hundredths on top of my rectangle, and this is my area model. And inside I'm writing that will give me 600 square units. And I said at the same time, I'll be solving my long division algorithm as well. So I'm writing 672 divided by 3. So, just like I just said, 2 hundredths times 3 would give me 600 square units. We're doing that same thing with our long division algorithm. I know 3 goes into 6 hundredths 200 times, so I'm putting 2 in the hundreds place. All right, our next step is to think about what is 3 times 2 hundredths? Well, we know that 3 times 2 hundredths is 6 hundredths. So we're subtracting 6 from the hundreds place and we get 0. How many square units is that? Well, so far we have 600 square units, and that's where I wrote it in my rectangle. How many hundreds remain? Well, we just saw 0 hundreds remain. Okay, my next step is 0 hundredths and 7 tenths is what? So I know that 0 hundredths and 7 tenths is just 7 tenths. We have 70 square units left with a width of 3. So if we're looking at the 7 tenths in our problem, we have to see 3 times how many tenths will get us as close as possible to 7 tenths. Well, we know that 2 tenths times 3 would give us 60. If we go over that, if we did 3 tenths, we end up with 90. That's way over 70. It's too much. So we're going with 2 tenths. So on my rectangle, I'm adding a box and I'm writing 2 tenths for that box. And I know that 2 tenths times 3 is 60, so I'm writing 60 inside that box. If I look at my long division algorithm, I have to bring down the 7, and I know that 3 goes into 7 2 times. just like we just said for our area model. 3 times 2 is 6. 7 minus 6 gives us 1. That means that we have 1 left over 10. That is 10 square units of area to add to 2 square units. So the remaining area is 12 square units. Now 3 times how many ones will get us as close as possible to 12 ones? Well, I know 3 times 4 ones will give me 12 ones. So let's add 4 to the length of our area model. I'll write it on top. We have 4 ones. Now I know that 4 ones times 3 gives me 12 more units. So I'm writing 12 in my area box. Okay, so if we look back at our long division, we're carrying the 2, and we end up with the same situation. We have 12, and we want to see how many times 3 goes into 12 ones. Well, if you don't know it off the top of your head, you can write your multiplication table. 3, 6, 9, 12. And I see 3 times 4 ones will give me 12. Now, do we have any remaining area? No. 12 minus 12 is 0, and we have nothing left. We did our hundreds, our tens, and our ones for our area model. So I can see that the length of my unknown side is 2 hundreds, 2 tens, and 4 ones. And if you look at our answer from our long division algorithm, it's the same thing. So we solved 672 divided by 3 in 2 ways. We used the area model so we could really break down the place values, and we used the long division algorithm. We end up getting the same answer. I'm leaving you with a challenge to solve this one independently. I'll show the answer in the beginning of my next video. Comment your answer or any questions you might have about this lesson. The question is, draw an area model to solve 774 divided by 3 and record your work using the long division algorithm as well. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope this video helped you. Please like and subscribe so that I can continue to provide free educational videos. Comment with any questions or suggestions for tutorials that you would like to see next. Until next time, bye!